Hello Plymouth, Luke Pollard here, I'm your Member of Parliament. Over the past few months, we've been collecting signatures on a petition started by Bill Stevens, who's one of the 3 Devonport councillors, about the 3 Mount Wise tower blocks. Since the Grenfell tragedy, we know that the tower blocks in Devonport have unsafe combustible cladding on, and I've been calling for that cladding to be replaced with safe cladding, so the residents that live inside the tower blocks and those people that live nearby can sleep knowing that they're in safe accommodation. Now, the government has been refusing to help us pay for that cladding work. Plymouth Community Homes that run the 3 tower blocks have estimated it will cost between 13 and possibly even more £1 million. Now, that's a lot of money for Plymouth that we simply don't have. So this petition that I will be handing in to the House of Commons in a rather traditional ceremony calls on the government for them to help us fund that work. Jeremy Corbyn is the final signature on this petition because I took him to Devonport Live, where Sarah and her fantastic team have been collecting signatures, so he could hear for himself from firefighters and local residents just how important it is that we get these tower blocks reclad. A future Labour government will spend the money that we need to reclad the tower blocks, but we need the Conservative government we have now to listen to people to reclad the tower blocks, to make sure that not only people in Liner, Tamar and Tavy houses in Devonport are safe at night, but the people that live in the hundreds of tower blocks right across our country with combustible cladding can sleep safely knowing that a Grenfell fire will never happen in their tower block. This is me handing in the petition in a rather arcane ceremony in the House of Commons. Have a look.
Have it. Order. Petition. Luke Pollard.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to present a petition relating to the combustible cladding on the Mount Wise tower blocks in Plymouth. I would like to thank Bill Stevens, the Labour councillor for Devonport, for starting this petition, which has been signed by hundreds of people across Plymouth. Thank you also to Sarah and her team in Devonport Live, the community cafe, for rallying the community behind this campaign. And it is as follows. The petition of the residents of Plymouth, Sutton and Devonport declares that in the aftermath of the Grenfell Tower tragedy, safety measures in high-rise housing across the country need to be re-evaluated. The 3 Mount Wise tower blocks urgently need to be reclad to ensure the towers are safe for people to live in and to live near. The petitioners therefore request the House of Commons urges the government to allocate funding for the recladding of the Mount Wise tower blocks as a matter of urgency.
Yeah.
Here. Jolly good.
Petition Mount Wise tower block cladding.
Thank you.
I've been campaigning to get the 3 Mount Wise tower blocks reclad virtually since I was elected. It was only a couple of weeks after I was elected and took my seat in the House of Commons here that the Grenfell fire happened. But the pressure needs to continue. Government ministers and Theresa May, the Prime Minister, need to know that the people of Devonport will not give up until those tower blocks are safely reclad. I'm working with Plymouth Community Homes and Devonport's 3 Labour councillors to keep the pressure up on ministers to make sure they do the right thing by this community. I said that Devonport have been left behind far too frequently in recent years when I was elected, and I'm going to continue campaigning for that community, that fantastic community, to make sure that we get those tower blocks reclad. The campaign will continue. Let's hope we can get a positive outcome from it. Thanks so much, Plymouth. See you soon.